let's go. He a dread, my bro leave him dead. And from that stuff, on 3 different drugs trying to take away my pain. But it still gon' try my hardest to put a smile on top my man. But he still can't cope on the highway. I don't wanna do something, get in my way. Bump, shoot something. Yeah, rude boy, trust now, got a nice rum bump, but can't pay her nothing.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Irv, and I'm back with another banger. You can already tell by the title, this is nothing to play with at all. This is not a laughing matter. Nothing in this video is to laugh about. Everything is serious as it can be. I almost died. I almost didn't make it. For real. Make sure y'all drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Share to your social medias, whatever you can. Support me. We definitely grinding. I'm dropping bang after bang after bango on everything, like anything. I don't care. I'm dropping videos on food, videos on my life, just like anything for sure. But like I said, I almost didn't make it to 2021, and you can tell by the title what this is gonna be about. How 2021 broke me. That was a crazy year. That was a crazy year. I was depressed. I was just depressed mentally. Physically, I was just tired. And I even thought about suicide. We're gonna get into all of that. We finna get into all of that for sure. Again, make sure y'all drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn me up for sure. We're gonna be dropping banger after banger after banger. So 2021, I call it like the devil's year, almost, cause if I can recall, like nothing really went right for me in that year. Like I failed like at everything. Literally, I failed at everything. Now that I think about it, I did. I had a girlfriend. Aww. And so I was in a relationship. I was at my mom's house. So this was like, most of this was before I moved out to start going to college. And school was terrible. Terrible, bro. Terrible. I didn't know what to do. I don't know what to say about it, but I made it, thank God. I made it through. I was depressed, wanted to commit suicide at a certain time. But I'm basically gonna just, I'm just doing like a overall January through, what's the last month of the year?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
January through December. A little, update. Telling y'all, man, what was going on. So, January 2021, New Year. I was going through things at home with my mom. If you a young man out there and you was raised by a single mom, like without your dad. So I never met my dad.
Ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's daddy coming home, you know? Who needs him?
And I was just raised by my mom. And I feel like that's what made it hard on my mom to just raise a boy. Like, a single mom trying to raise a man, that's hard. Y'all probably heard that saying before, but a mom trying to raise a man is hard. For real. And that's what it was. Like, me and my mama, we weren't even seeing eye to eye at all. We was arguing. We had gotten into it a couple times, but I ain't never like put my hands on her or nothing like that. But we got into it, and it just wasn't no fixing it. No matter like how much she tried, I kind of felt like she didn't try to have a relationship with me. Like before I was like 18 in my last year of high school and finna leave for college, which I didn't know at the time, but we're gonna get off into that. But I kind of felt like she didn't try to have a relationship with me then, so I felt like it was too late. But it wasn't too late, but that's just the mindset I was in. I was letting my anger drive me. So I feel like if you ain't try to have a relationship with me, even though she was in my life, if you ain't try to have a relationship with me, through these other years where I try to throw something together this last year. That's just how I felt. I don't know how my mom felt because I'm not a parent, so I can't look at it from a parent standpoint. I'm just a teenager, single mom, you know, and I got other siblings too, so I kept everything to myself just because that's just me, like that's my heart. I kept everything to myself so that my mom could just like focus on my other siblings. Like you can ask her if she ever asked me what's wrong, I would say nothing all the time, nothing. And I'm the type of person where my face will tell it all, but I won't say nothing. And so that's what it was with my mama. I never said nothing. I always tell her nothing was wrong. And sometimes she get mad about it too. I just walk away slowly or whatever. It just died down to a dead end. So I was going through with my mama, and then my depression started. Like, my depression started, I say, around January 2.
We do not care.
Around January 2. And just because I felt like I was gonna fail in life. I felt like I was gonna fail. I was going through with my mama, and I felt like God was gonna be mad at me, you know, for being like, I say like rebellious a little bit. Even though I was a good child to my mom, I think I'm my mom's like goodest child, best child, for real. But, you know.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Maybe some things I said in the wrong way. Could have seemed like rebellious, so she responded in the parents' way, she responded in her way. You know, I responded in my way, we bumped heads. It just wasn't no seeing no eye to eye. On top of that, I was in school. Now this is my last year of high school, 12th grade. COVID already messed it up, right? COVID is a curse, bro. I don't even know if I believe in it or not, because I've been around about, I'd say almost like, maybe like 6 to 10 people who have had COVID, and I haven't caught it. So I thank God for that too. Okay, thank you Jesus for me never catching that. But I was doing virtual, and I couldn't do it. I could do it, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't push myself to do it. I'm a man, so I could take ownership for stuff like that. And yeah, I was already depressed at home, lost in my thoughts. School was hard. Literally, January is when I started like doing all my work, trying to catch up with everything, and really, it didn't pay off enough. With that being said, I didn't get to walk for high school graduation. I had to go back in the summer.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I'm explaining to y'all, man. I passed every class, but this one teacher named Miss Pretlow. I don't even remember what she taught. That's how mad I was. I had like a 57. I had needed like 3 points or something. And I failed the class, didn't get to walk for graduation. I had to go back in the summer, and I had to like do some work to get the points. And it only took me like literally, like, you can go ask Miss Pretlow, who worked at Hueytown High School. He's that failed your boy. It literally took me like 30 minutes to finish the work. And then she was like, "You're done?" I was like, "Yes." Then she was like, "Hey, you just graduated." No, I think she said that. Yeah, "Hey, you just graduated with the rule." And I'm like, so this is all I had to do? I feel like I could have still walked and then just came back and finished that. But you just gotta face the facts. That ain't how things work. Things ain't gonna work your way all the time. So went back in the summer, did that, finished that, got my diploma. I was still mad that I didn't get to walk. Cause I feel like, you know, that was something that made my family proud. Cause family can be bashful. Family weird. family weird. I know God ain't create family to be like this, cause family is weird, bro. Cause they can bash you, talk about you, and then when you get into these modes where you just in your zone alone by yourself and stuff like that, they have the audacity to ask you what's wrong. Like, just you sit back and think about it. But yeah, man, that jump was crazy. I didn't get to walk for graduation. Went back and got my diploma. Like the, let me see, January, February, March, April, May, June. The first, I think it was in June, the first week of June. Went back, finished it, got my grade up, diploma, all that. Still was depressed though. Like, even though I finished high school, that didn't make me happy at all. That was not the full experience. Like, that didn't make me happy at all. It wasn't a lick of happiness except for in the relationship I was in. Me and this person was in a relationship, I'd say, since 2020, I'm tripping. Cause yeah, we was in a relationship since 2020, and like, I don't know if y'all can relate, but it's like it may be times like where, like, and I'm real, so I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna stunt, I ain't gonna feel like it's times where you can like have a person that's like your happiness. Like, everything else in the world make you mad, sad, and then you just got this one person that's like who you're in a relationship with, that's your happiness, you know? Aww. And that was the case for me. Everything else in the world just made me mad.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping!
And then when I was around this person, with this person, stuff like that, I used to just be happy. Aww. No matter like the little argument stuff, cause I knew that was what come with, you know, that's normal. So that was normal. So I wasn't tripping on that. And every time I went around this person, I used to like thank God. I used to be like, oh, like by myself, cause I kind of felt weird. It's times in like my past relationships where I felt weird if I like prayed in front of a girl or something like that. God forgive me for that, cause that was so punishing now that I think about it. But yeah, I used to thank God for that person and say like, I pray to God, be like, dear God, please let this person stay into my life. Thank you, cause I thought that was God doing. Cause you know, you would think, oh, something good, that's God doing. But what I learned is that not all good things. How that saying go? I forgot. Not all good things are how they seem, or something like that. Or not all good things are done by God, or something like that. I don't know. I forgot how it go, but yeah. So I just that's how during that time. That's all I used to pray about. It's me, you know, my depression, and me and the depression relationship. If you could ask God, He could vouch for you right here. He could vouch for me. I mean, right here. That's all I used to pray about. And when things started going wrong between me and the person, like arguments, a couple incidents happening and stuff. When things started going wrong, I found myself like getting mad at God, because I'm like, nigga, what? If this is my happiness, if this was making me happy in life, why are these things going wrong? But what I learned is that, and this is like no disrespect to nobody, no shade to nobody, cause it ain't no bad blood over here. But what I learned is that you can't place your happiness upon one person, because we human and we are gonna make mistakes. Like, nobody's perfect. So if that person makes a mistake and makes you down, you just that's getting in the way of your happiness. And I learned that. So I was depressed at home. My happiness was my girl, but then we started going through it. I say January. It was like right at the beginning of January, right? We started going through it. Things happened. I got mad. And then me and that person had broke up in January. And then I think that's when I just became like nonchalant, more nonchalant. Cause I care about a lot of things, but after we broke up, I was just nonchalant about, not about us breaking up, but just about life, I think. And then after that happened, we ended up getting back together in January that same month. And then the next few months, I would say was good. I was still like that person, or just the relationship was still my main happiness, and everything else made me mad, like sad, overthink, just anything like that. And me and my mom, I think we got into it more and more, cause I felt like my mom was trying to like push school on me. Even though school's important and I need school, I felt like at the last minute, you know, my mom was trying to push me to finish school or push me to just, you know, complete school or whatever. And I wasn't feeling it. I was like, man, in my head, I'm like, man, what school really teaching, you know? I was depressed, so I'm like, school needs to teach about depression and stuff like that. And when you depressed, you don't really go talk to like your parents about it, and they be mad, boy. Your parents be mad when you will talk to them. I can't say that. Shout out to my mama. If you do see this video, like, I'm just being real. Parents be mad when they don't like know something about their child. That's true. But I feel like they be mad, but they like in the heat of the moment, like when they mad at you and say y'all arguing, they don't really think about why you feel like you can't talk to them. But after they go sit down for a moment or something, then they think about that or whatever. So, yeah, me and my mom arguments got worse and stuff. And one thing I can say about my mom, I love her to death, but one thing I can say about it is that, and this is why I really never went and talked to her. And I know all y'all who will watching this video, teenagers, kids, y'all can relate. Parents talk too much. Like, this is no disrespect, I'm just being honest. Like, parents, my mom, like when I did, like if I did tell her something or something like that, she would go tell the family, right? And they would just badmouth me or whatever, you know, in a joking way or whatever. But if I'm depressed and I'm going through something, I'm not gonna take that as a joke. That's gonna build up anger in my heart, and it's exactly what it did. I promise you, I ain't want to hear nothing that no family member had to say. Cause it's like, where was y'all, you know, when I was in 11th grade, 10th grade, 9th grade, you know, stuff like that. So, I was just like, I was being real. I ain't want to hear nothing. I really felt like it was just me and my sister, like, me and my little sister in this world alone. But then, after me and my ex got back together in January, me and my mom kept going through it. I'm still dealing with school. Everything stressing me out, and I'm working a job at that time. And you know, if your mom's single or whatever, and you know she be like, oh, can you hit me with this bill? And you gonna do it. Like, if you a real man, you would do it, cause that's your mama, and you know, that's just something you gotta do. Just, you know, you blessed if you didn't have to go through that, but if you did have to go through that, if you watching at home and you did have to go through that, then you understand like where I'm coming from. Oh, mama, they got cold, man. You understand where I'm coming from. So, man, I was helping my mama out wherever I could or whatever. And also, it was just so much in 2021, bro. I feel like I was gonna die. Bro, also, my mama and my grandma. So when I was born, my grandma adopted me from my mama. But I stayed with my mama, if y'all get it. Like, I guess they both was at the hospital. My grandma adopted me from my mama, but I stayed with my mama all my life. And through the process, my birth certificate was lost, social security card, all that. And as I'm growing up, I could see why they probably would have brushed it off, because, you know, I'm 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. I'm just not growing up. But they weren't prepared for when I turned 18, ready to get a driver's license, ready to get an ID and all these things, and couldn't because they couldn't locate none of my stuff. So I was mad at them about that too. So it was just like, I was real distant with my mom. I was real distant with my family. Hey, honestly, I don't see how they could blame me. Cause like, what would they do in this situation if they was in my shoes, you know? But February came in. I was enjoying that month with my girl too. Well, my ex, that was my girl. I was enjoying that month. You know, I was still mad at the world and everything, but I ain't really, like I said, I ain't never really talked to her about like my depression or nothing like that because I'm the type where I know like everybody got their own problems, and I feel like if I tell somebody too much of my problems, they'll use it against me or something. So, and that's probably how all y'all think. So, I ain't really tell her a lot about that. I just like keep it to myself. And so February I enjoyed that month or whatever. Yeah, we still had little arguments and stuff, but that wasn't nothing too major. I ain't worried about that. That wasn't the cause of my depression. It was just like what I was going through at home that I never told nobody about. And January, February, March came in. I'm still going through school. This is when me and the girl that I was dating, we became like distant. We didn't become distant, but I'm gonna put it like this. Like, okay, look, I'm real enough to admit the truth. I'm human, that person human. I got feelings, that person got feelings, whatever, we just split ways, really. Split ways. In the heat of the moment, I said like, if I was making this video back in like April, May, after those situations, then I probably would have been thinking selfish and been like, oh, you know, you did this to me, you made me feel this way, you hurt me, why you do this, why you do this, why you do this. But you know, after over time, getting closer with God, and just thinking about everything I've been through, I don't think a person's like that cold-hearted to just do something off for no reason. I don't think that's the case. So as I just thought about it and talked to God, I'm like, well, you know, maybe she got bored with me, you know, maybe something I was doing wasn't right, or maybe she just, you know, didn't feel like, you know, the spark was there in the relationship no more, which I could have caused without knowing. See, I can admit that. I could have caused that without knowing that I caused her to feel that type of way. So, March we got distant. That was real bad. That March, April, May, these was the hell months. March, April, May was the hell months. For real. I ain't think I was gonna make it through. I ain't think I was gonna make it through. Everything was just killing me. Everything was like a stab in the back. I felt like everything was just stabbing me in the back. Everybody was trading on me, turning on me and stuff, and didn't really care about me except my sister or my mom. That's all I felt I had was my little sister, Gabby. She 5'9". That's still my little angel. But I just felt like everybody was against me. And then what made it worse is like, this is why I needed them the most. Those, you know, people I was speaking on, this is why I needed them the most, and it got hard when I felt like, when me and the girl stopped talking, broke up, and me and my mom got into it more and more. She wasn't understanding me at all and stuff like that, or at least I feel like she wasn't. And family was bad mouthing me, talking about me, always had something, like not one family member really had something good to say to me, except them. Like, you know, like, I got my cousin, his name Jalen, we had little talks and stuff, but he wouldn't really get too deep off of that. But my family, nobody except like one of them that he used to like just come ask me, hey, how I'm doing and stuff like that. But other than that, everybody else was like, just take my mom's side. Take my mom's side, take my mom's side. Nobody really was trying to understand me, why I was going through things I was going through, why I felt the way I felt, you know. And I shut down completely, bro. I shut down. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody gonna have moments in their life where they shut down or where they just feel like nobody got their back. And that's January, March, April, May. Not March, April, May. April, May, that's when it felt like, that's when I felt March was a good month. I had went with my ex, around her family and stuff. That was a little trip, so that was alright, but April and May, I just shut down completely. So basically what I did was, I think I created a soul tie with this girl, and then, because you know, nothing else in the world was making me happy, nothing else in the world was making me smile, except my little sister. But I can't, you know, she's my little sister. Like, how much dependent can I do on her to keep me smiling and stuff like that? I was just depending on my relationship and stuff like that. Like, we had a ton of plans, you know, move in together, stuff like that, and just all that. But when times got hard, like, things just got messed up. Bad. Everything went left. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to respond at all. But April came. I think that's when prom was. April. We went to prom. But like, I kind of already felt us getting a little distant. No. Either in the end of March or the beginning of April, prom was. And I already felt us like getting distant then. But like I say, I ain't never speak on it. Cause I'm just not the type. Never gonna say what's wrong with me. Never gonna speak on that. So to the future, whoever it be, I don't know, I have a hard time. But she break the ice. But it was just messed up. And after prom, everything just went like total down here. So like I'd say leading up to like April, March, whatever, end of March, April, it's when like just baby stuff, like little things, like arguments. We argued more, stuff like that. And you know, like just leading up to that. How you lead up to something good or you lead up to something bad, you build your way up. That's what it was. And you know, it's 50-50. You gotta accept that. I take blame. I ain't tripped about none of that. I already accepted that and stuff like that. So I keep forgetting the months of the year. January, February, March, April. End of April, we finally like broke up. Well, we was gonna go on a break, but that turned bad, and we finally broke up, right? And I always thought we was gonna like get back together. By the way, I was still depressed at this time. Still depressed. And then it was even worse because I didn't get to graduate. Like, I didn't get to walk with my class, so that was even worse. I just felt like a total failure, no cap. And which, if you look at it and be honest, that's what I was. I was just a total failure. I ain't got nothing to lie about, I ain't got nothing to sugarcoat. I was a total failure, and I was depressed, and I ain't had nobody to turn to. And I didn't want to turn to God because I knew it was gonna be a process. Like, that's one thing I learned with God. He's gonna, before something just happens big that's gonna help you, he's gonna like teach you something, you know? Teach you something in life. Teach you something in the situation. So I didn't want to turn to him because I'm like, man, I don't got time for this process. I'm trying to get money, I'm trying to do all this. And June, July, the summertime, May, June, July is when like the healing process started because I was heartbroken. I ain't gonna cap, I was. And I'm real enough to say that, like, it's no lie, I was heartbroken and I was depressed. And this was the time that I had said I didn't want to live no more on God. Yep, on my mama. This was the time I said I didn't want to live no more. I don't see how I'm making out of this. I cannot believe I doubted God. That's the crazy thing. That, like, he brought me out of that. Like, y'all won't understand how bad the situations was unless you actually been through it, or unless you meet. That's how bad the situations were. Like depression, going through with your parents, going through with your family, going through with your girl, and you got nowhere to turn. That was crazy. So I ain't want to live no more. None of that. But of course I ain't kill myself. Like, I say that's just how I felt. I wasn't actually gonna do it, but that's just what it had me feeling like just die. Just let me die. And I didn't kill myself though, clearly, because I'm making this video. I didn't kill myself, but there was definitely a thought May, June, July, because I had lost my happiness. Well, I lost what was making me happy, and nothing was getting better between me and my mom. And that was around the time the family had started to bash me more. Like family. I don't know, bro. They'll tear you down more than they uplift you, and they're gonna be crazy. And when you grow up and start coming around or something like that, they're gonna look at you funny or something. But hey, I'm so disciplined now. I'm letting God deal with all situations. So that being said, after me and the girl broke up, me wanting to kill myself, I say, when I really started to heal, I started doing TikTok, got famous out there. So like, TikTok was like a comfort zone, because that's all I used to do, make TikToks. I stopped working. My mom made me stop working in January, February, March. She made me start working in April to make me focus on school, but I didn't give a lick about school. I just wanted the bread. I just wanted the dough. I just wanted the dough, my guy. I didn't care nothing about school. Because, like, come on now. Money pay the bills. If I go to the rent man and I tell him y plus mx equals b, and I be like, this your payment for rent. That's a stupid idea. I don't know. That's a stupid example. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like, those things ain't gonna pay the rent, man. Pay the bills. Money is. So, and then at that I was helping, and I was helping my mama. I did not see why she made me stop working. But again, I'm the teenager, she the parent, so she looking at it from a parent standpoint, I'm looking at it from a teacher standpoint, teenager standpoint, and I'm very understanding. So I very much understood that no matter if I didn't even want to admit it, but I knew that deep down. So healing process started around August, September. End of August, September. I started doing YouTube in August, dropping little videos, August, September. So that's like when the healing process started. But, and I ain't just saying healing process from my relationship and me being broken hearted. Cause I ain't going into all the things that happened between that, but it was bad. Like, I was really down bad. Like, that junk crazy. I was really down bad. Like, God could be my witness right now, he'll tell you. I was down bad. I had stopped, I ain't gonna cap on God, I used to cry. I cried a couple times. Everybody cried over. You know, that's just real. I cried a couple times. I was mad at everybody. I wasn't mad at God, but I ain't understand. That's the thing. I wasn't mad at God, but I ain't understand what this was. Like, come on now. You know, you say you love me and stuff like that. Why would you let all these bad things happen? But the good Lord works in mysterious ways. He does. And started Just State in August. Started dropping YouTube videos in August. started my healing process in August. Like, well, I ain't officially started August, you know, like I said, you leading up. So every day it was a challenge, every day. I used to still think about the girl. I used to still be mad at my mama. I used to still be mad at the family. Still used to think about the girl, like this is real life, no cap. Every day, every day, every day, every day. I used to go to sleep a lot doing something, cause I didn't work. I used to go to sleep a lot during the summer to take my mind off things. On God, like I find myself, like I'm active. I like to be up. I like doing something clean or whatever. But during the summer, I was down bad. I used to sleep a lot because I couldn't find myself to be able. I couldn't find myself. I wasn't able to stay up and just think and stuff. I wasn't able to, so I used to go to sleep a lot, and that didn't help because as soon as I wake up, first thing be on my mind. All the stuff I'm going through, that's the literal thought. Dang, man, me and this girl just broke up. Dang, man, I really feel high school. Like, even though I went back and got my diploma, like, that don't matter. I was supposed to be way better than that, bro. But, you know, you gotta accept things for what they is. Things already happened. And I started to accept it. And the healing process was hard because you kind of like, it's kind of like you get used to it. If y'all get what I'm saying, it's kind of like you're used to it. So you're used to being down, used to being sad, used to being hurt, and stuff like that. So it's like a routine. And to get up out of that, you know, it's a challenge. Kind of like, say, basically like procrastinating. If I say I want to stop procrastinating, I ain't just gonna stop procrastinating today. It's gonna have to build up. I'm just gonna have to push myself. Oh, just do it. Oh, just do it. Oh, just do it over and over and over until it just becomes a full routine. So I just had to trust the Lord, keep trusting the Lord, keep praying, keep trusting the Lord. And that's basically what happened. I can say I didn't read my Bible none through that time though. I didn't, but I prayed my behind off. I did. I probably, if God did like prayer submissions, I probably got a billion of them boys. I'm talking about I prayed every day. No cap, I'm like, God, if you like just get me out of the situations on me, help me. And he definitely did. He definitely did, bro. He definitely did. And now I'm in school, I'm in college, I'm trying to do this YouTube stuff. That's my main dream. But I'm gonna have like other things I'm doing on the side, maybe stocks or whatever. But YouTube is my main dream. But overall, 2021 was just a bad year. I got hurt, broken hearted. I ain't gonna say all that broken heart was on that relationship, but cause my heart was already getting broken by my family and stuff like that. Me being depressed, things they were saying and stuff like that. But that was like the icing on the cake. The relationship ending and stuff like that. That was icing on the cake. Cause like I said, I think I created a soul tie where that's all I wanted for to make me happy, you know? So, yeah, that's what it was. 2021 was straight. H-E-L-L, bad. And God brought me through. On God, he did. It's funny how I just said God brought me through on God. That's crazy, but that's just how close I am with God. Like, I feel like I can talk to this man. I feel like I can talk to God like a brother. Like, no cap. Sometimes when I be praying, I be like, look, bruh, who do. Cause that's just how good I feel our relationship is. But he really he brought me through all that. And if you don't understand, then you ain't been through it, or you can't relate. So I don't really know what to tell you, but you should be able to relate to you being down or you being hurt in a situation or just situations in general. And then out of nowhere, you know, everything's good started. Good things started. That's God. That ain't luck. That ain't none of that. That's G-O-D for sure. So I don't even know how I made it through, bro. I don't even know how I made it through. I really don't. I don't even know how I sat here and made this YouTube video, because it be making me mad to even think about it. Like, even to this day, I've already healed from those situations. I've already forgiven that person for hurting me. I've already forgiven my mom. I've already forgiven my family. But you can forgive and not forget, and that's me. So I still be like thinking about like pain I went through and stuff like that daily, just as a reminder of why I need to go hard and rely on God and rely on myself instead of relying on, you know, something else for happiness or something like that. And like I said, I can take blame too. Like, maybe I did something to make that person want to do me like that, or just anything. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I just wasn't enough for my family. Maybe I just wasn't doing enough for my mom or something like that. But hey, everything all good, man. I made it out for sure. And it was all God. Now I'm in 2022. I'm about to turn this YouTube stuff up. Drop bangers after banger after banger, man. And just let that pain. 2021 is basically just gonna motivate me. That's my motivation. My little sister's still my motivation. That's always that's my angel. I love her to death, but 2021 is just gonna motivate me. And if you've been through situations in 2021 where you thought you weren't gonna make it through, let that motivate you to just go harder. Like, go the extra mile. Go the extra mile. For real. I really need to tell y'all everything bad in 2021, because, well, really, that was it. I did tell y'all everything. I did. And God just brought me through. Like, depression is real. Oh God, depression real. Pain real. Going through with your mama. This is like, I just told y'all, like, real life situations, real life things that I went through. And then how God brought me through. For real. It ain't luck. I couldn't even see, like, I would think you was an idiot if you would think that, oh, if you could sit home and say, oh, Luck brought him through all that. Luck brought him through wanting to kill himself. Luck brought him through that heartbreak he went through with that girl. Like, I would think he was a pure idiot. Because that definitely was not love, man. That was all God, for sure. So I thank him every day. I'm grinding every day. School, working 2 jobs, trying to do YouTube. I'm trying to balance it out. I'm shooting a YouTube video at night. Just to watch Alabama lose the game, my heart broke for that. My heart broke for Nick Saban. You know, just watch Alabama lose the national championship, but as soon as I got down with that, came right in here, said they was banged up so that I could shoot. Gotta be at school at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm saying when I say, like, I'm gonna try to push myself. Like, I'm shooting a video right now, it's 12 o'clock. It's like, it's 12:08. It's 12:23. It's 12:23, and shooting a video. Gotta be up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna push myself. That's just how I'm gonna do it. Cause it ain't about, it's about work ethic. It is, so. But man, that's the end of the video, for real. I just had to share that, like, on my channel, bro. I'm gonna be sharing like real life situations. I'm gonna do pranks, vlogs, mukbangs, ASMRs, all that, but it's also gonna be times where I just share like real life stuff that I went through. And that was like real life situations, for real. That I didn't think I was gonna make it through. Wanted to kill myself. I was depressed. I feel like I placed my happiness upon a person with forgetting the thought that everybody's human and we all make mistakes and stuff. And it left me down bad in a hole by myself, all alone. Nobody was on my side. Nobody was there with me. And through it all, praying, talking to God, He who brought me through. And now I'm in a way better position. I'm in college, working 2 jobs, and trying to do this YouTube stuff, man. For sure. But let that be motivation to y'all. If you going through anything, or if you went through anything in the past, just let that be motivation to you. You can do it, you can keep going. And if you don't believe in God or whatever, let that be motivation to get to know Him more, or just, give it a try. I ain't saying you, I ain't already nobody's life, but I'm giving an example of what he did for me. You think he wouldn't do the same for you? I ain't nobody special. I'm a human. I'm just like any other person. And it's just, I have a strong relationship with God, believe in God, and look what he do. Look what he do for sure, man. For sure. But like I said, this end of the video, man, make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. In the comments, I want y'all just like, I don't know if they give y'all limited space or not, but like just tell situations you've been through or whatever, you know, and how you made it through. Because them was real life things, man. I can't believe I wanted to commit suicide. I can imagine teenagers that wanted to commit suicide or something like that and actually did it. Like I couldn't even imagine doing it. I couldn't even leave my little sister behind like that for sure. Shout out to her. But man, yeah, y'all turn me up for sure. Like, comment, subscribe, share with y'all friends. Like I said, this is just a real life situation video. How 2021 broke me, everything I went through, and how I made it out for sure. And now I'm grinding. I'm about to go to the top for real. I'm about to run this shit up on my mom. But we out.